Monday Night Football, live from the city of brotherly love. Jelani's two favorite teams, the Philadelphia Eagles and Washington Commanders, square off in NFC East rivalry. That should have been Carson Wentz's homecoming to Philadelphia, but it was not. Jelani, let's just dive right into it. What do you think is going to take place tonight? Well, what are your biggest storylines for tonight?
Well, storyline-wise, can the Eagles keep winning, right? Can they keep winning? They're obviously the only undefeated team in the NFL right now. I do like their chances right now. It's 10.5. I believe that's the number.
That's the line right now, 10.5.
It is a big number, but
are you going to take that line?
I like it. I do.
You're taking the Eagles minus 10.5.
Because half of their wins this season, they've gotten that.
Absolutely.
You know, they've gotten over 10 points in terms of winning margin. So I like their chances. The Commanders, they come in at 4-5. What type of team are we going to get, right? Sometimes they look good, but then there are other games where they just don't play well. So I don't really know. What about you? What do you think?
I'm taking when I see a double-digit lead line like that, I try to stay away from it because it scares me.
It is high.
It's kind of tempting. It's a Monday night game. Sometimes Monday night games, you never know what's going to happen. Right. Prime time, a lot of players want to show it on prime time. But I'm going to go with the Eagles minus 10.5 because
good pick.
They're the best team in football. There's no way to slice it. They're the best team. I know it pains you.
I hate the Eagles.
I know it pains you, but they're the best team in football right now. And they were up 24-0 against the Commanders.
That is right. The last time they played.
Pretty much the entire game until garbage time, right?
So
Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Miles Sanders.
And I think it's going to be similar to that.
I think so
tonight,
too.
The Eagles are probably going to have a hot start. That's my expectation. And I don't know if Washington has enough to get back in the game.
So we're both on the Eagles minus 10.5. Now, give me some player props you have your eyes on for tonight.
Yeah, so Jalen Hurts, we know what he can do running the ball, but remember, he is a quarterback. I like his over in this one, 240 yards. I like that number. Why? Because the defense of the Commanders has struggled at times stopping the pass. So the 240.5, take the over on that. And in terms of the Commanders, Terry McLaurin, he's going to have to show up today. Because if they don't have Scary Terry, it's going to be a long, long night. Taylor Heineke, I do find that Washington plays better with him under center.
He has that calming influence, I guess.
He does.
Whatever.
So they play better with him under center. And who does he rely on? Scary Terry, of course.
He's not a bad guy to rely on anyway.
Yeah,
Scary
that's right.
Terry is out of a lot of weapons or lack thereof weapons in Washington, Scary Terry is definitely
by far the best one. So I take the over at 49.5 tonight.
Okay, now I got two props. And they're both on the Washington side of the ball as well.
Okay.
Brian Robinson over 33.5 rushing yards. Exactly.
That's low, man.
Philadelphia does not really load the box because they're such a dominant defensive team, right? Their defensive line is the best football. They don't have to stack the box, right? But 33.5 seems really low for me for a guy who's going to be RB1 in Washington. So I think he hits the over on that. And also, Taylor Heineke over 0.5 interceptions.
Oh, yeah.
He's thrown an interception every one of his starts, and the Philadelphia Eagles average 1.5 interceptions.
You're talking about Darius Slay. You're talking about Bradbury.
Gardner-Johnson, right?
They have
Avonte Maddox, right?
They have arguably the best secondary in football.
And you know what it comes down to is because they have the best defensive line that can get after the quarterback, that can allow them to drop more in coverage. It makes it so much easier. So we're both on the Philadelphia Eagles train.
Unfortunately.
For me, fortunately. I think Jalen Hurts to have another big game. Once again, prove why he is in the MVP conversation. So, both of us have the Eagles minus 10. Jelani's got over on Terry McLaurin receiving yards. I got over Brian Robinson rushing yards. And expect Taylor Heineke to throw an interception. Keep it locked here on the parlay because also on Wednesday, it's the Ballers Club where we will have a special guest joining us in the Ballers Club.